This clip is brought to you by 8 Sleep Mattresses, the temperature-controlled Tesla of beds that automates your sleep. Sleep better and enjoy this clip.
Absolutely.
You know, this too, because we've talked, and the audience loves meat already. Like, if there's anything that this audience eats a lot of, it's red meat. So we know about the benefits of that. But there are some people who are like, meat, yes, veggies, fuck them, right? And Mark sent us a video from you where you talked about spinach. So I'm curious about, like, if there's any veggies that people should try to add to their diet in the easiest way possible, how should people?
I think he was talking about dark leafy greens, but yes.
Dark leafy greens?
Salads, I think he was mentioning one.
I think, yeah. I mean, the carnivores disagree with me, but I think dark leafy greens are super, super beneficial. First of all, they're one of our most nutrient-dense foods. People love to come at me and say, no, it's all animal products. It's like, yeah, it's mostly animal products. Like, animal products tend to be the most nutrient-dense foods. I'm not refuting that. But also, you see dark leafy greens up at the top because they're calorie sparse. So they don't have a lot of calories. And that's like, I mean, in the equation of how one determines nutrient density, right? It's like a lot of nutrients for few, nutrients per calorie.
Mm-hmm.
And dark leafy greens, they're a good source of folate, which is super important. Folate is literally, it's named for foliage, right? That's where you get folate from.
Yeah.
And dark leafy greens are a good source. You get vitamin C, you get various bioactive compounds like carotenoids, which we know are very protective of brain and eye health. You get dietary fiber, which I think is important. Carnivores won't agree with that, but I think dietary fiber at this point, I think we can say with a fair degree of certainty that it seems to be beneficial.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, they have a lot going for them. Beal et al., there's a researcher who I like his work a lot. He did a rundown of some of the most nutrient-dense foods. Dark leafy greens were up there next to like organ meats and dairy. Dark leafy greens were like the only plant material that were there.
Mm-hmm.
So whether it's like arugula, kale, spinach, I wouldn't, if you're at risk for kidney stones, I wouldn't do spinach every day. But kale and arugula I think are great. They also, another thing that dark leafy greens have going for them, they provide nitrate, which gets reduced by oral bacteria to nitrite,
mm-hmm.
which they contain nitrite, which gets reduced to nitrate, which then enters the nitric oxide pathway. Actually, I could have it. Don't quote me on that. but basically, oral bacteria are involved in the reduction of nitrate to nitrite. Yeah, I think that's what it is, which then enters the nitric oxide pathway,
mm-hmm.
which is important for blood pressure regulation. Again, going back to like how important it is to have healthy blood pressure. And researchers out of Rush University found that people who regularly consume dark leafy greens, like a cup and a third a day, have more youthful brains by up to 11 years. Now, that's associational.
So, like, what did that mean? Like, how did they figure that out?
They do cognitive tests.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
They do cognitive tests.
These meat eaters are dumb.
But I think it makes sense. First of all, we know that carotenoids, so kale, for example. Kale is one of the top, if not the top sources of lutein and zeaxanthin, which are carotenoids that are directly protective of eye health. They help prevent age-related macular degeneration.
Mm-hmm.
And we know that these same compounds accumulate in the brain, where they help to protect our brain cell membranes. We know that higher levels of these compounds is associated with slower cognitive decline, reduced risk for dementia, and also better cognitive function in young and healthy people.
Yeah.
So these two compounds are great, and kale is the top source. I think you get like 25 milligrams in a cup of cooked kale, which is like higher than any other dark leafy green.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was another study that came out in 2016 that found that among fruits and vegetables that were high in flavonoids, so these are a type of polyphenol, it was a randomized controlled trial. They fed subjects from like the age of 24 all the way up to the age of 70, so like a pretty robust like smattering of like the age timeline of lifespans. They found that high flavonoid foods led to an improvement in cognitive function and a boost in BDNF, which is brain-derived neurotrophic factor.
Yeah.
Low flavonoid, because it was an RCT and they tested like low flavonoid fruits and vegetables, didn't have the same effect, nor did the control diet. And if you look at the top of high flavonoid containing foods,
mm-hmm.
dark leafy greens, kale, and berries, citrus, things like that. But yeah, so I'm a fan of dark leafy greens. I think that they're great. I think just a lot of people don't like eating vegetables. It's like as simple as that.
Hey guys, if you like this clip, go ahead and comment down below and let us know what you liked about it. All right, share this with a friend. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and also we are on Reddit and Discord. All that's down below. All our sponsors and everyone that supports us down below there too, so you can get whatever you like from us. All right, peace.